Hello, I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm back talking about episode one of Mr. McMahon Netflix series. Uh, the episode one was called Junior. Let's get out of the way. There is a tension to this. Now that we know more of what we didn't know before leading up to this series, they even said it in there like the final interviews they couldn't do because that's when the lawsuit hit. But I'm a casual. I get my information currently from shout out to Amber, shout out to James, shout out to my homie friend, my homie Fred from high school. He loved The Rock. We used to watch the VHS on it and everything, and we had a great time. But I just flip it on here and there, and also I've watched documentaries over the years on various wrestlers and Vince McMahon himself. So I already knew all the crazy stuff that was alleged. So the idea of being like it finally came out, it was like, well, you know, like it's so weird to watch this first episode and even put it in there like, oh, the allegations came out, he stopped talking to us, and all I kept about thinking was, what would this series look like if that the other lawsuits and stuff wasn't talked about, the most recent ones, and I was just thinking like, y'all, oh, like it just it made. I'm just watching it like, okay, when we get to the freaky stuff, when we gonna hear about Vince Diddy? But it was interesting because how he capitalized on technology and taking over because people can say, well, duh, of course cable, or duh, of course take over the world, take over the nation with wrestling. But I mean, look at modern technology, like Uber. Somebody said 15 years ago, I don't know. Hey, you're gonna be drive 20. No, let's do 20 years ago. You're gonna be in somebody's car. That's a stranger that's gonna pretend to be a taxi. You wouldn't have believed it. You'd be like, ugh. But here we are. Um, I This is how it works. Depending on what you're looking for, you're either gonna love this episode or not. If you're looking for the freaky ass shit, you probably gonna like this episode. If you just waiting for that natural progression of it, of hearsay, that come on, this documentary got Vince and his family in it. You ain't gonna hear that much craziness. No. You're gonna hear crazy stuff, but that other stuff, you ain't gonna hear. So everything else is gonna be despicable. And I thought about this. I was like, what's interesting is if you're making money or trying to make money, you put up a lot of stuff from coworkers and bosses. But this is some next level stuff because people getting beat up and reporters getting beat up and wrestlers getting in trouble and stuff. I don't know how far they're gonna go into if the man himself is in it. You get what I'm saying? And his family. So that's what makes me wonder, like, what am I really gonna learn here? Except they did do crazy shit. That's the crazy thing. 70s, 80s, early 90s, crazy stuff happened all the time. Okay, let me calm down. So I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed the information of how he figured it out. But it's interesting how at the end they was like, "Oh, look at all the lawsuits." I'm like, "Damn, that's a lot of lawsuits. That's a lot of breaking scandals and stuff that's about to happen." I don't. You know, it's funny. We already know how this is going to end. That's the. I was about to say. I was almost saying, I don't know how we going. We know how this going to end. So I'm interested. Oh, Hulk Hogan. Is it just me or anybody saw Hulk Hogan and was like, "Oh, he about to start lying"? So I saw Hulk Hogan, I was like, "Yeah, he was important." They showed how important he was. I'm like, "How much of this is a lie?" I was like, if I remember correctly, Iron Sheik passed away, so he can't be like Hulk Hogan is lying, even though he wasn't even Iranian. If I remember correctly, from seeing some years ago, I was like, he wasn't. Even though I didn't watch anyway, I'm enjoying myself because I'm a wrestling catcher. I know the names. I know a little bit of this and that. So it's gonna be very entertaining. And I love how Bret Favre was like, Brett Favre, wow. Bret Hart was like, I was an artist. It was an art form. What I did. I was waiting for, okay, start shitting on. It's coming. It's coming. Well, Cincinnati Man, that's my thoughts. Review on the Vince McMahon episode one. Um, titled Junior. I'm enjoying myself. Let's go. Check out Cincinnati Man on YouTube. I review movies, television, music. Read a book. Well, not read a book. I reviewed a book. I reviewed a movie for the book. But anyway, see you later. Peace.